this part is going to involve getting these watertight, these two fittings, and they're going to be facing each other so that the water from the bottom, as it comes in over here, will go to the top, and then it will come out here and go onto this hose and go back up to the radiator. But I'm only going to have one shot to do that. Now after I get the fittings where I want them, we're going to take the head off right here, and I'm going to show you how to properly put on a head gasket. Now a lot of people think, well, you just throw it on there and tighten it down. Yes, technically yes. But do you want it to stay tightened down? Do you want it to seal? I will show you how to do that with the best seal copper spray gasket by Permatex in the world. This is the best shit. This is the bomb. This is Fly. This is Fresh. This is Yo Cool. This is Brop. Okay, we'll continue. Operation Honda DIO. Oh, also, Musa asked me a couple questions, and I apologize for not answering. How to change rear oil? Well, I didn't get back to him. This is your rear transmission case. What you need to do is loosen all these bolts right here that hold it on after you take this off. Okay? You'll need to take your clutch off too. After you get all that off, and there's just your spline shaft right here, you take a little putty knife right here and put it in between the cases and the gasket and slowly pry it out. After you put something underneath here, and the oil will come out. Oh well, the first thing you want to do is take off this, not take it off, loosen this. This is your intake nut for your oil, and it holds, it holds some kind of liters or whatever the hell it is. Anyway, after you get it all out, you put it all back together, clean it up, take off this nut. Then what you do is you fill up your rear end with about, I think it's about 3 ounces. I don't know how many deciliters there that is. In here, you'll know when it reaches its top is when the oil starts to dribble out, and you want to make sure that you don't put in more than it's got in there, because it'll be under pressure. This is just a trick of the day. After it stops dribbling out, you tighten that up, tighten everything up, clean everything up, and you've got new oil. Use about 40-50 weight, but you want to use new oil every year because it gets thin. Now, he had another question. Musa had another question. And sir, I want to thank you for speaking to that gentleman in Arabic that used some of my bike pictures in his video thumbnails illegally, and you talked to him, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much. You asked what I use to clean the bike with. I use just basic dish soap and hot water, and I will start with, and I do it in a cool spot where it's not direct sunlight. I will start from the top somewhere and maybe do the front and then stop. And while it's all still wet and soapy, I'll dry it off, or I'll wash it off with water from hose. And then I'll move on to the next part. Now when I wash the bike, I always do the panels and the non-oily parts first. So you don't want to do your oily wheels first or during it, because you can get all that grit and all that crap, you can get it on the paint. So you do your wheels last, you do your engine last. You want to, if you have a carburetor here and it's open, you want to put a little bag over it, so that will help it. And the rest of it really doesn't matter. You can put a bag over something over your exhaust, so water doesn't go down in there. You don't want that. After you do your seat and your side panels here, your front panels, your dashboard, then you start doing your wheels. What I like to do is I like to do right here, and I'll do all the wheel, okay, right here. Then I'll move the bike forward about 2 feet so that I can get this area right here. I do the same thing on the other side, same thing on the back, both sides. After I get done, I use Armor All, and I don't know if they have that in whatever Arabic land you're in, because you speak Arabic. Anyway, Armor All is a tire shine, and then I put that on to make the tires look shiny. I'll also use the Armor All on all of the plastic to make it shine. So I hope that answers those 2 questions you had, Moose. And again, I want to thank you for helping me with that thumbnail, because I could have never wrote the guy in Arabic and asked him about it. Anyway, thank you very much. Respect. RH. DIOSpeedDEMON.